So this is lab number 8 and I'm going to perform the first task of lab 8. I have selected a router, and in the configuration you must have seen that there are around 4 routers that are interconnected. So I have selected these 4 routers. I have clicked on the middle router, I'm turning it off, and now I'm going to select a serial port. I have inserted the serial port. I can turn the router on, and now I'm going to interconnect them. This is the basic infrastructure of lab number 8, task number 1. Now I will select the serial port and will connect my router 0 with router 1. I have selected serial 2/0 to connect them. Now I am connecting router 0 with router 2. We have to connect them using the serial port. And now I am connecting router 2 with router 1. Connect these wires using the serial port, and router 2 will be connected to router 3. So this is our basic infrastructure, the topology which we're going to use for first task. The next step would be to configure the ports. As you can see, SE2/0 is connected with SE2/0, and I have clicked the router. I'll go to CLI, write N, then write enable to move to privilege mode. At the privilege mode, you can use the keyword config T, and in configuration mode, I'm writing int SE2/0. I'm giving it IP address 13.0.0.2 and then the subnet mask. After doing so, I'll give it the clock rate 64,000. Then write no shut. You can see that interface serial 2/0 changed state, and it's still down because the next interface is not configured. We are configuring the next interface in the similar manner, and I'll write enable to move to the privilege mode, then config T, and interface SE2/0. Here I will assign IP address 13.0.0.1 and the subnet mask 255.0.0.0. Then I'll write no shut. Now you can see that the status is up and the lights are now turned green. So I'm copying this to facilitate the students so they can see the configuration at each router. This is the configuration I've done at router 1. Here you go, and this is for router 0. I'm copying it over here. So I have configured a link Similarly, you have to configure the rest of the links in a similar manner. I have assigned this link 13.0.0.0's network. One of the port is 13.0.0.1 and the other port is 13.0.0.2. So similarly, you can configure each link. Get to add the two end systems which are mentioned in the original lab.